90% of the world's freight travels in sea shipping containers. Everything from your socks to your cell phone have been inside one of these. Containers are picked up at a port by million-dollar cranes and placed on a trailer called a container chassis. The truck and trailer then drive to a distribution center, and the container waits and eventually is emptied at a loading dock. Thousands and thousands of containers sitting on chassis sit at thousands of distribution centers, getting shuffled to and from loading docks, waiting to be loaded or unloaded, then either returned to a port or to the end user's loading dock. 19 out of 20 trailers are waiting to be loaded or unloaded. The Department of Transportation calls this the single biggest bottleneck in freight. With QuickLoadz, 19 out of 20 of those trailers don't need to exist. It is simple: 20 conventional trailers or 1 QuickLoadz. Now let's add annual insurance, tires, licensing for 7 years. I believe the expression is no-brainer. 19 out of 20 trailers waiting to be loaded or unloaded. 20 conventional trailers or 1 QuickLoadz. Shoot, that is even eco-friendly to build 1 instead of 20. Eliminate 19 out of 20 trailers. Giant freight and logistics revolution number 1. Those savings aren't good enough for you? How about we get rid of some of the $65,000 loading docks? With QuickLoadz, all of the containers and their contents are sitting on the ground, which means everything in that container can be easily accessed without a loading dock. Move merchandise in, move merchandise out, take it to its destination. Elimination of loading docks. Giant freight and logistics revolution number 2. Wait, if you don't need to use the loading docks, maybe you don't need to have as big of a warehouse? Let's see. Warehouse space is $30 per square foot. Containers are $3 per square foot. Property tax, insurance, all gone. Still not good enough for you? Wow, you are a hard sell. Let's look at a fictional big box store, Walmart's. The average Walmart's has 8 loading docks, 3 of which are usually occupied by dry freight vans with no trucks. Remember that 19 out of 20 trailers just sitting? The average Walmart's also has 12 sea shipping containers around the store being used as storage. Remember that $30 per square foot versus $3? Walmart's is very good at math and realizes that it is cheaper to use containers than to build bigger stores. At Walmart's, the average wait for a loading dock is 23 minutes. The average unloading time is 3 hours. Most of the contents don't stay in the store. They go into cheap $3 per square foot containers. Hey, look! A QuickLoadz showed up, dropped off a container full of merchandise, and drove away. 3 minutes, and the merchandise doesn't need to be handled. No loading docks, no unloading crew, no forklifts, no driver sitting around with his expensive truck for hours. Time savings. Giant freight and logistics revolution number 3. QuickLoadz can work with all existing freight systems and can save crazy money through getting rid of 19 out of 20 trailers, loading docks, warehouse and storage space, and loading and unloading times, all without anything in the system changing. So what? Let's look at what QuickLoadz makes possible that has never before existed. This is where things get really interesting. With QuickLoadz, all the containers full of merchandise can be sitting on the ground, so the containers don't need to back up to a loading dock to get loaded or unloaded. So fewer moves are necessary with less loading docks and smaller warehouses. Maybe a distribution center can become a parking lot. There could be a pop-up distribution center for, say, a FEMA emergency or an Amazon holiday distribution emergency, or just where you don't want to pay for a giant warehouse. Pop-up distribution centers. Giant freight logistics revolution number 4. But with QuickLoadz, you can pick up and put down loaded containers anywhere. That means you're no longer limited to ports or distribution centers. Just like with Walmart's, suddenly, containers full of merchandise can be picked up and put down anywhere, at any time. QuickLoadz means not just Walmart's, but suddenly every little mom-and-pop manufacturer, store, and farmer can suddenly use $3 per square foot containers sitting on the ground without the tens of millions of dollars of infrastructure. A farmer can skip the $98,000 grain wagons and storage silos and use $1,000 containers. The Low Depot can get rid of most of their delivery trucks, loading docks, and warehouse space and simply drop loaded containers at contractors' job sites. The possibilities are endless. New markets. Freight and logistics revolution number 5. QuickLoadz right now is moving containers all over the world for customers like the US Army. QuickLoadz can, right now, revolutionize freight and logistics. Not enough? Really? Well, let's look at what QuickLoadz can do next. The future is fun and close. Everyone is excited about the self-driving truck. What's better than the self-driving truck? A truck that can pick up and put down entire loads, all by itself, in 3 minutes. QuickLoadz can move an entire sea shipping container without the driver ever leaving their seat in the truck. It is entirely operated by the driver's smartphone. QuickLoadz is an off-the-shelf solution for self-driving truck companies. Whomever marries QuickLoadz with the self-driving truck wins freight. Pretty good, huh? The last missing piece for true revolution in freight is right now, driving around, delivering containers every day. It gets better. To do this amazing feat of moving a sea shipping container in 3 minutes without the driver ever leaving their seat in the truck cab, QuickLoadz uses a computer and Wi-Fi network mounted on the trailer. QuickLoadz already has a Wi-Fi rear view camera that the driver can see on their smartphone. Pretty cool. Of course cars have them, but not 60,000-pound trailers. Because until QuickLoadz, there was no connection between the driver, the truck they might be driving that day, and the trailer they might be pulling. QuickLoadz saw this problem and solved it through the driver's smartphone. Right now, the driver has a rear view camera, but what else can we do with this? Why not have the trailer tell the driver if it has a low tire, a light out, a brake problem, how much the trailer weighs? With the Wi-Fi network, why not tell a maintenance supervisor 2,000 miles away that there's a problem? Why not have the trailer keep track of its own maintenance? Why not have the trailer keep track of where it is, when it picked up its container, where and when it dropped it off? Why not use the rear view camera to take a picture of the container when it is picked up and dropped off? Why not put the cameras on a loop to see what happened if there's an accident? These are all easy things for QuickLoadz. All the pieces are there right now. We just need the software written. This makes QuickLoadz a logistics platform with real-time reporting and with capabilities no one else has or has even started to work on. The physical QuickLoadz device is patented. Partner that physical device that can do what no other physical device can do with the right software, and you have the next freight and logistics platform for the future. Marry it with the self-driving truck, and game over. The PC taught us that new hardware is very valuable, but it also taught us that controlling what software runs on that unique new hardware is much more valuable. Licensing the right to run on the QuickLoadz cloud logistics platform could become more valuable than the unique hardware itself. But let's take it back to right now. QuickLoadz is patented worldwide and moving containers worldwide. With QuickLoadz, you can move entire loads of freight in 3 minutes without any extra equipment, wherever you want, whenever you want. QuickLoadz is heavily automated to the point the driver never leaves their seat in the cab of the truck. QuickLoadz works with all existing freight systems. QuickLoadz can eliminate 19 out of 20 trailers. QuickLoadz can make possible things that never existed before. In the near future, QuickLoadz, just with new software, can become the next freight and logistics platform. Marry QuickLoadz with the self-driving truck and win freight.